When that officer came up to the car and reached in and grabbed inside and said, "Open up your car door, get out of your car," he had no right to do it. And when she drove off, the man in front of her, who shouldn't have been there, that was insane, he had his gun out almost before she started to drive forward. And it was clear she was turning to the right. This was an unjustified homicide in our country that we've all seen. And the administration jumps in and says, we're going to attack this woman and call her a domestic terrorist. She's a victim who is not with us anymore. She's dead because an officer of the United States of America killed her, and it's been on video. We've seen our president, our vice president, and Cruella Nome go after her as if she was some type of domestic terrorist. They've attacked her before her body's in the ground. Any law enforcement community that I know of, certainly the Memphis Police Department, if an officer does a shooting, even if it's pretty clear that it's self-defense, they are relieved of duty pending an investigation. This man has not been relieved of anything. He was sent to the hospital by the defense counsels that they have their attorney saying, cover your CYA. And he went there to CYA. When he was walking away from the scene and going, call 911, he was walking like he was in the Olympics. He had no problem walking. And then they all jumped in their car and drove away and left the crime scene. On the front end, they're directing traffic, telling her to get out of the car. He's telling her what to do and get out of the car and whatever they were yelling. And then after she's shot and they see her bleeding there, they drive off. Law enforcement doesn't drive off when somebody has been shot and is possibly dying. They try to render aid. They split. That's not America. The administration looks at ICE as our guys, and anybody they shoot is the enemy. The American public is not the enemy. They are not the enemy. And that's where they're coming from. This is a war against America and against due process and against justice. I yield back the balance of my time.
That is what I was saying the whole time, bro. Jonathan Ross, he had no business standing in front of a fully engaged vehicle. And I'm pretty quite sure that DHS policy doesn't say stand in front of a fully engaged vehicle to stop the subject. I'm quite sure they didn't say that. So Jonathan Ross, he placed his own life in danger. Not Nicole Good. He did by standing in front of a fully engaged vehicle. So all the other stuff about she weaponized her vehicle or she placing that man life in danger, that's bullshit. Jonathan Ross placed his own life in danger because he went and stepped in front of and stand in front of a fully engaged vehicle. He did that.